Before visiting Aruba, I spent hours researching online, watching videos, and reading travel guides, trying to figure out what to expect. But once I finally got here, I realized there were quite a few things nobody had mentioned. Some would have saved me time, some money, and some would have completely changed the way I planned my trip. So if you're thinking about visiting Aruba for the first time, this video is for you. These are the things I genuinely wish I had known before coming to this beautiful Caribbean island. Before we even leave the airport, there's one important thing you need to know. If you're flying to Aruba, you'll need to complete the official Aruba ED Card before your trip. It's a simple online form that only takes a few minutes, but it's something you definitely don't want to forget. As part of the application, you'll also pay Aruba's $20 sustainability fee. The good news is that this fee is valid for 1 year, so if you return to Aruba within that period, you'll only need to submit a new ED card application. You won't have to pay the fee again. One important tip: there is only one official website to complete your ED card. I've linked it in the description below. Be careful, because you'll find several third-party websites online that charge extra service fees, making the process more expensive than it needs to be. Always use the official website whenever possible. It's one of those small details that many travelers don't realize until the last minute, and trust me, it's much easier to take care of it at home than while you're rushing through the airport. Now that we're officially on the island, let's talk about something that will probably have the biggest impact on your entire trip: renting a car. If you're wondering whether you really need a rental car in Aruba, my answer is simple: absolutely. Yes, you'll find taxis and some public transportation, but if you want the freedom to explore the island at your own pace, renting a car is by far the best option. One of the things that surprised me was how easy driving here actually is. The roads are generally in good condition, traffic is relaxed compared to many other destinations, and getting around is much easier than I expected. If you're still looking for a rental car, you can also check therealcuracao.com. We recently added Aruba to our rental car section, where you can compare trusted local rental companies. That's actually how we booked our car for this trip, and we paid just $99 for 3 days, which I thought was a really good deal. Having your own car also means you can visit multiple beaches in a single day, stop whenever you see an incredible viewpoint, and discover places that most tourists never get to see. For me, renting a car completely changed the experience. Instead of being limited to one hotel area, I was able to explore the entire island. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Now that we've picked up our rental car, it's finally time to explore Aruba. One of the first things you'll notice is that Aruba isn't a very big island. In fact, you can drive from one end of the island to the other in less than an hour, which makes exploring incredibly easy. That also means you don't have to spend a fortune on a beachfront hotel. If you're looking to save some money, consider booking an Airbnb or a hotel a little farther from the main tourist areas. With a rental car, you're usually only about 10 to 15 minutes away from the beaches, restaurants, or downtown Oranjestad. Another thing that pleasantly surprised me was the fuel prices. Compared to many Caribbean islands, gasoline here is actually quite affordable, at around $1.30 per liter. And because Aruba is such a small island, one full tank can easily last for most, if not all, of your vacation. Driving itself is also very easy. The roads are in excellent condition, traffic is generally relaxed, and Aruba even has a modern 4-lane highway connecting many of the island's most popular areas, making it quick and convenient to get almost anywhere. One thing I had never seen anywhere else were Aruba's roundabouts. Many of them have small, raised lane dividers inside the roundabout, which means you need to choose the correct lane before entering. Once you're inside, changing lanes isn't really possible. It might seem unusual at first, but after a few roundabouts, you'll quickly get used to it, and it actually helps traffic flow much more smoothly. If you're planning to visit downtown Oranjestad, keep in mind that parking in the city center is paid. The good news is that it's very affordable, costing around $1 per hour, so it's definitely worth paying instead of risking a parking ticket. Aruba is also considered one of the safest destinations in the Caribbean. Still, just like anywhere else in the world, don't leave valuables visible inside your car. Rental cars can sometimes attract opportunistic thieves, so it's always a good idea to take your bags, cameras, and other valuables with you whenever you leave the vehicle. With that covered, let's continue our journey across Aruba. Our next stop is one of the island's most famous landmarks, the California Lighthouse. After a short drive, we arrived at one of Aruba's most recognizable landmarks. Standing on the island's northwestern tip, this historic lighthouse has been guiding ships since 1916 and is named after the steamship California, which sank just off Aruba's coast back in 1891. Today, it's one of the best viewpoints on the entire island. From up here, you can really appreciate how unique Aruba is. On one side, you'll see the turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea, while on the other, the island's dry, rugged landscape stretches as far as the eye can see. It's a view that's completely different from what most people imagine when they think about the Caribbean. If you're visiting the lighthouse, I highly recommend taking a few minutes to walk around the area. There are several viewpoints, plenty of space to explore, and if you have a drone, this is easily one of the most photogenic spots on the island. This is also a fantastic place to visit around sunset, when the warm golden light transforms the entire coastline into something truly spectacular. For us, it was the perfect first stop. But the best part of Aruba was still waiting ahead. Because if there's one thing Aruba is truly famous for, it's the beaches. If there's one reason millions of people visit Aruba every year, it's the beaches. And after seeing them for myself, I completely understand why. One thing I quickly realized is that every beach here has its own personality. Some are perfect for relaxing, others are ideal for families, while some are made for adventure and life on the water. Palm Beach is without a doubt the most vibrant beach on the island. This is where you'll find the famous high-rise hotels, beach bars, restaurants, live music, and a fantastic atmosphere from morning until late at night. If it's your first time visiting Aruba, chances are you'll spend quite a bit of time here. On the other hand, if you're looking for a quieter and more relaxing experience, Eagle Beach is an excellent choice. Frequently ranked among the world's best beaches, it's famous for its incredibly soft white sand, crystal clear turquoise water, and wide open shoreline that never feels overcrowded. Another beach that completely exceeded my expectations was Baby Beach. Thanks to its calm, shallow lagoon, it's the perfect place for families with children, beginner swimmers, or anyone who simply wants to spend hours floating in warm, crystal clear water. But Aruba isn't just about lying on the beach. In my opinion, it's one of the best Caribbean islands for water activities. Whether you're looking for adrenaline or simply want to enjoy the sea, you'll find almost everything you can imagine. Jet skis, parasailing, banana boat rides, tubing, paddleboarding, kayaking, scuba diving, snorkeling tours, sunset catamaran cruises with live music, open bars and dancing, deep sea fishing, underwater scooters like the Sea Bob, submarine tours, and so much more. Aruba's tourism industry is incredibly well organized, with dozens of professional companies offering high-quality experiences all around the island, especially along Palm Beach. If snorkeling is on your list, Aruba won't disappoint either. The island is home to beautiful coral reefs, colorful tropical fish, and several famous shipwrecks that have become some of the most popular snorkeling and diving spots in the Caribbean. Whether you join a guided catamaran tour or explore directly from the shore, The underwater world here is absolutely worth discovering. One thing you'll notice almost immediately is how unbelievably clear the water is. Visibility is fantastic almost all year round, making Aruba one of the best destinations in the Caribbean for swimming, snorkeling, and almost every kind of water activity. No matter which beach you decide to visit, don't forget a few essentials: sunscreen, plenty of water, and if you're planning to explore rocky areas or snorkel from the shore, a good pair of water shoes can make a huge difference. Honestly, it's difficult to find a bad beach in Aruba. Every beach has its own character. Every stop offers a different experience, and that's exactly what makes exploring this island so much fun. But Aruba isn't just about beaches. So before ending our day, let's head into the colorful capital of the island, Oranjestad. After spending the day exploring Aruba's incredible coastline, we made one final stop before calling it a day: Oranjestad, the island's colorful capital. One of the first things you'll notice is how clean, colorful, and easy to explore the city feels. Whether you're walking through the historic streets, relaxing along the waterfront, or simply enjoying the atmosphere, everything is within a comfortable walking distance. The beautiful Dutch Caribbean architecture gives Oranjestad its unique charm, while the colorful buildings make almost every corner picture perfect. One feature you definitely can't miss is Aruba's free streetcar, which runs through the heart of downtown. It's a fun and convenient way to explore the city, especially if it's your first time visiting. If you enjoy shopping, you're definitely in the right place. Downtown Oranjestad offers something for every budget. Along the main shopping streets, you'll find popular international brands like Zara, Mango, and many others, while luxury shoppers can browse boutiques from brands such as Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Cartier, and several other high-end designer stores. And shopping doesn't stop in downtown. Aruba is also home to several excellent shopping centers, including Renaissance Mall, Renaissance Marketplace, Palm Beach Plaza, and Paseo Arencia, where you'll find everything from fashion and jewelry to restaurants, cafes, nightlife, and entertainment. If you're staying in an Airbnb or simply want to stock up on groceries during your vacation, Aruba has some excellent supermarkets as well. Superfood Plaza is probably the most popular choice among both locals and tourists, offering an incredible selection of international products, fresh fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, bakery items, and pretty much everything you might need during your stay. Another excellent option is Ling & Sons Food Market, which is also very popular with visitors. If your visit happens to coincide with a cruise ship arrival, expect downtown to be much busier. Aruba is one of the Caribbean's most popular cruise destinations, and thousands of visitors can arrive within just a few hours, creating a lively atmosphere throughout the city. As the sun begins to set, Oranjestad takes on a completely different atmosphere. Restaurants begin to fill up, bars come alive, and the waterfront becomes the perfect place for an evening walk. Whether you're visiting for the shopping, the restaurants, or simply to soak up the atmosphere, Oranjestad is definitely worth adding to your itinerary. So, was Aruba worth visiting? Absolutely. As many of you already know, we live in Curaçao, and after spending a few days exploring Aruba, one thing became very clear. Aruba felt like Curaçao's little sister. The islands have a lot in common. They're close to each other, they share the same beautiful Caribbean waters, amazing beaches, and that relaxed island lifestyle we love so much. If you're planning a trip to the Caribbean, we can honestly recommend visiting both islands if you have the time. Each one has its own personality and unique experiences, and together they make an unforgettable Caribbean adventure. We really hope this video helped you plan your trip to Aruba. If it did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments if Aruba is now on your travel bucket list. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.